Moments of respect can sometimes be hard to find in sports. Professionals are trained to be relentless and show no mercy. When an athlete can show true heart and sportsmanship, we cherish those moments. Today we count 100 beautiful moments of respect in sport. Francesco Totti was a legendary footballer playing most of his games at Roma. When he retired, it was very emotional, and it was a very emotional day of course, but he wasn't alone. He had his kids to comfort him and his whole team. This next moment of respect is cute and shows that Ronaldo is a very nice guy and a very respected footballer. When a line of kids are waiting for the players, Ronaldo takes his time to high-five each of them. This next player was just about to receive a penalty as the referee sees the player fall over, but the player denies that he was actually fouled and lets the play continue. True sportsmanship. This next moment is also very heartwarming. This goalie plays catch with this disabled young child, and at the end the kid actually seems extremely happy and he gets to keep the ball. This next one is a bit of a tearjerker. Neymar in this clip goes especially to this young man with Down syndrome and gives the guy his shirt. This definitely made the young man's day. This next one is also very nice. Lewandowski, one of the best German league players, takes his time to get to know this young sick child who is an escort for Lewandowski on the pitch. In this next game, this team playing Barcelona let a handicapped young man actually kick off and start the game. This moment was respected by even Luis Suarez, who clapped for fair play. This next player gives this man in a wheelchair his game t-shirt, but he also signs it, making the guy's day. This next player is seriously injured in this next clip. The players try desperately to get him back to consciousness as both teams come together to help this player. Thiago Silva, PSG's captain, gives this young escort boy his jacket, which is something that never really happens, but the boy was actually cold in this clip, so he wanted to help. Bartra is a defender who now plays in the Spanish league, but he once played for Dortmund, a German team, for some time. When he left, the players dedicated this one game to him. When this next player scores, he goes straight into the stands and hugs his own mother, something that got him a yellow card, but it was still worth it. This next moment comes from Zlatan Ibrahimovic, one of football's biggest legends. In this video he shows off his starving children tattoos to spread awareness to famine. This next rugby moment shows the remorse this player feels when he accidentally knocks out his opponent. He kneels by his side as he's being seen to by the medics. David Luiz is a very controversial footballer, but this next moment was beautiful and shows him consoling James Rodriguez as he's sad about leaving his club.
Let's hand it back to Mike Tirico in Rio.
Steve, thank you. You see the respect David Luiz scored for James Rodriguez.
This next player can be seen celebrating with his fans as it's the last game of the season. He's given back to the people that support them each and every day. This next little football fan gets the opportunity of a lifetime as Neymar takes him around to see all of his teammates after one of his games. As a gesture of apology to this family, one of whom Ronaldo knocks over, Ronaldo gives the family his shirt in this next clip. This next goalkeeper consoles the other opponent goalkeeper who is torn up at the loss against the opposite team. The goalkeeper takes time out of his rest to help his opponent. In this next Olympic moment, this athlete injures her knee but still continues despite her pain. You can clearly see on her face. This next footballer actually misses a penalty on purpose because he didn't believe it was a fair decision. In this next sailing Olympic event, this sailor sacrifices a potential gold medal to help these other two athletes whose boat sinks, and they're actually in real danger in this clip. This next footballer actually admits to the referee that his goal was a handball, which made his team lose a goal but shows true sportsmanship. Nadal is a true man of respect. This tennis player was distracted by a rude fan, making him lose the serve, so Nadal actually lets him serve once again.
Announcement, that's all I could do.
A shout from the crowd. There we go. Giving him the third.
When this next kid runs onto the rugby pitch, he's at first tackled by security, but a player interrupts and later gives the kid his World Cup winning medal. This moment comes from Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably the best footballer in the world, who let the ball boy take a selfie with him and also take a team picture with the whole Portugal team.
Of course pulls out his phone to get a selfie, and Cristiano gives him one. Cristiano sent him off with a hug. So nice! Ronaldo starts gathering up his teammates to take a team picture, and the kid runs back to hug on Cristiano some more. Of course Cristiano allows it, doesn't show any sign of annoyance or motion for security at all. The team takes a picture and the ball boy poses with the team, like a G, before Ronaldo sends him off with another.
This next video shows a runner in a long distance race helping another runner who is unable to finish the race herself. The runner sacrificed her time to help out this other runner. In this ice hockey clip, Jordan Tutu gives away his stick to a young fan. The young fan's reaction is completely priceless and probably uses the stick to this day.
It's all yours.
Novak Djokovic is helped by a ball boy when it's raining. The ball boy holds an umbrella over Novak, but Novak sits the boy down, holds the umbrella himself for both of them and offers the boy a drink. I've shown this last clip before, but it's still one of the most respectful sporting moments ever filmed. This Sambo professional wins the fight, but carries his opponent when he's unable to walk. When this streaker runs onto the pitch, security are quick to escort him off the ground and ban him from future games. But Ronaldo in this football match feels sorry for the invader and takes a picture with him. This next footballer helps save his teammate's life, literally. When the goalkeeper attacks the footballer by accident, he falls to the ground unable to breathe. The teammate helps the player breathe once again. This next young boy is sent away by security when he tries to take a picture with footballer Lionel Messi, but Messi stops the security, calls the young boy back and takes a picture with him.
Una foto. Se fue llorando, ahí viene, le va a cumplir el sueño, se va a cumplir el sueño del niño, se va a cumplir el sueño, Messi, sí. Ahí está Lionel Messi. En lágrimas estalló, en lágrimas estalló cuando la gente de seguridad, sin consultar a Messi, eso es lo que tiene la gente de seguridad que rodea a esta clase de jugadores. Y no le preguntan a Messi si quiere sacarse la foto, si quiere firmar el autógrafo.
When this tennis player falls and hurts his foot too much to play on, his opponent jumps over the net and helps him to his feet and off the tennis court, seeming very worried about his opponent. This next clip shows an NBA player giving his jersey away to a young disabled child, knowing that the child has a hard life and giving him something to at least make his day a little better. This next footballer, Carlos Puyol, is slapped by another footballer on the opposing team, but instead of retaliating, he actually stops his teammate from starting a fight with him. This would have taken real willpower and respect. This next kid actually receives a baseball from a ball girl. Anyone will be happy to receive a real baseball from a real match, but this kid gives it to a younger child to make his day instead. This next clip once again comes from Novak Djokovic. In this video he plays in a wheelchair so he can play with a disabled tennis player fairly. Then he goes over and hugs the disabled tennis fan. Bradley Lowry was a young Sunderland fan with cancer. The Sunderland footballers all came together to give Bradley the chance to take a real penalty in front of thousands of fans and make his day.
He has since enjoyed an amazing Christmas at home where he received more than 250,000 Christmas cards. Bradley Lowry for Sunderland against Chelsea. Against Asmir Begovic. It's so special from the public.
I was at that game.
This next clip shows Lionel Messi taking time out of his day to meet a disabled Barcelona fan. The young child adores Messi and it's beautiful to see his reaction to seeing him in person and playing with him. This handball team lets a young handball fan play for the team for a few minutes, allowing him to score and holding the young child up in the air in celebration, and the young boy loves every moment of it. This next clip shows an MMA fan with Down syndrome given the opportunity to fight with a professional MMA fighter. The professional obviously goes easy on the fan and lets him win. This next clip is beautiful and shows Tottenham footballers practicing with a young handicapped boy. This would be a dream come true for anyone, and it's amazing that they gave this young child the opportunity. This tennis match was getting a little bit intense until one player accidentally hits the old lady by the side of the net. The player, instead of just playing on like a lot of other tennis players would, actually goes over to her and apologizes to her and kisses her. This next clip shows an NBA player giving his sneakers to two young female fans, and you can see by their faces how shocked and happy this little gesture made them. These two Chinese wrestlers battle it out until the wrestler in red pins the fighter in blue. After the winner is announced, the winner actually carries the tired fighter off to get medical attention. Ronaldo in this video helps his injured opponent off the field when he's injured and unable to walk. Ronaldo could have just left him to walk off by himself, but decided to help out anyway.
Na moral, esse cara é diferente mesmo.
This next ice hockey player gives two adorable young fans the hockey puck that the team had just played with. Their reactions are priceless and will undoubtedly make your day. Emiliano Sala was the footballer who disappeared and was pronounced dead after a plane crash. The team he was playing for pays tribute to him before the next match after his disappearance, and this is truly emotional. Triathlons can be brutal, and this English runner was close to quitting before another runner of the same nation helps carry him across the line, sacrificing his time while he's doing it. This next clip is very emotional, showing a young boy who wishes to wrestle despite his disabilities, fighting another young wrestler who lets the disabled child actually pin him and win. Steph Curry is a beloved basketballer. In this clip he lets the handicapped boy pass to him before sinking the ball. They then share a hug and the boy seems so happy because of this. When this tennis player lands awkwardly on his foot and falls to the ground, his opponent comes over, picks up his fallen racket and helps his opponent up from the ground. These birds were disturbing this football match in this clip, but instead of shooing them off, the goalkeeper actually picks one of them up and helps the bird to the side of the pitch. Now this is something very rare, but I think this shows a lot of respect. Williams, an NBA professional, accidentally throws the basketball in the crowd, hitting a spectator on the head. He doesn't hesitate to go over and apologise to the spectator though, something that a lot of people would just ignore.
Darren Williams came over and toweled them off.
Very nice. Come on, champ. You got one more round to go.
Good. Appears to be okay. He's laughed it off and bang, right there.
Pulisic is a footballer who plays for Dortmund in Germany, and while in an interview a young fan asks for a picture but is dragged away by security. Pulisic stops the interview and security and takes the picture with the child.
There you go. So we're successfully stalking you. That's next to you.
And we'll make sure you don't have to pick.
Yeah. Thank you. And then if you guys mind just backing up. Can I please have your shirt?
Sorry.
Hey.
The Ironman challenge is a grueling test of endurance, and when this runner can no longer run, another runner supports her and carries her to the finish line, which would have taken a lot of strength to do because the Ironman is brutal for everybody.
She started earlier. She is still going to run the marathon in under 2 hours and 54 minutes. Tremendous effort.
This young tennis fan loves tennis, so he was ecstatic when he got to meet his tennis idol Roger Federer, who gave him his cap and signed a large tennis ball for him, not to mention they played together as well. This next toddler goes from watching NBA on the TV to meeting her idols in real life. This adorable clip shows the NBA player holding her up and they share an adorable high five together. This next ice hockey fan throws his stick over the glass to the young boy on the other side, making the young boy cry tears of joy, showing what small good deeds can do for people. This NFL player takes time out of his rest to sign this disabled fan's shirt. The fan is ecstatic and can't believe how kind this NFL player is being to him. You could tell that this is a very important moment for him. This judo Olympic match ended in a British athlete being unable to walk as he loses the match, but his opponent kindly picks him up and carries him over to the medics on site, a true show of sportsmanship. Cavani is a footballer we've already talked about, but this is something kind that he does for someone else. He gives away his shirt to a disabled teenager after the game finishes, and the teenager's reaction is priceless. This next clip shows Ronaldo looking very happy to meet two young mega fans. Ronaldo then signs all of their stuff, and the boys' reactions are so heartwarming. This next moment is respectful and also interesting. After this football team receives a penalty, it was very debatable whether they deserved it or not, so the penalty kick taker taps the ball to the side, purposely wasting the penalty.
Allowed to run back. This is where he snuck in, he rounded the keeper. Ibrahimi with a chance to make it two. Well, there we go. So out of fairness, he's passed it back, and that is sporting from Sepahan.
This next video is very cute and shows Ronaldo hugging the young fans just before the game begins, something that he's not obliged to do, but does anyway for the love of his supporters. Leonard Fournette proves he's a real sportsman after he signs his cleats after this NFL game and gives them to a disabled teenager whose reaction will brighten up your day undoubtedly. This other NFL player clip actually shows a whole football club who allow this young man with Down syndrome to take a penalty. The goalkeeper even dives, but late, to make it look realistic, instead of just standing in place. This next tennis player is so distraught that he is losing that he literally drops to the floor. His opponent comes over and comforts him though in this low time for the player. This next clip actually comes from my favourite team who I support, West Ham. Club legend Paolo Di Canio stops play by catching the ball because the goalkeeper gets injured. Derek Redmond is a runner in this video who injures his hamstring. His father, who has seen this, rushes onto the track to help his son. This video is so emotional, showing a sacred connection from the son and father. This is his last cricket game. His teammates and even his opponents come together and pay their respects to this legend. This next play in NFL was dedicated to a retired NFL player who actually died. They used the exact same techniques he did when they actually played.
Edwards on honoring Sean Taylor. Let's see if they go to the running power attack. They do. Well,
this next runner has run so far that he literally has no energy left and his legs no longer work, and you can actually see him literally fail to use his legs because he's so tired, but another runner helps him across the line. This next Olympic wrestler is seen fake wrestling with a kid in this very respectable and also very cute moment. This next NFL player surprises this young boy who is completely shocked when he sees the professional up close. This other NFL player in this clip is seen high-fiving these kids and taking pictures with all of them, taking time out of his day to do so. This next young boy receives a hockey stick from his favourite player, a gesture that makes the kid cry tears of joy and happiness. This next school NBA team let a young boy take a free throw and actually score his own three-pointer, which is a very nice gesture of respect. This next footballer reveals his top, which shows a retired footballer who played for the exact same team in respect. He does this after he scores a goal. This next NBA pro gives his sneakers to one lucky young boy, and the boy cries in appreciation and happiness. This next footballer doesn't believe he deserved this penalty, so instead of taking it, he actually passes the ball to the goalie. This next Formula 1 driver gives this young fan the chance to meet him and get to know him. The boy's reaction is absolutely priceless. This next footballer climbs over the barrier of the football pitch and takes his top off to give it to a young fan in the stands. This next NFL player gives this young fan the match ball. This cute moment is really heartwarming to see. This NBA player signs his sneakers and actually gives his sneakers to a boy in the stands. This young boy gives this NFL player a band, which he immediately wears, and in return the player gives the boy his own cleats of the game. Football legend Mo Salah gives this young girl the match ball so she can actually go on and score a goal of her own. She is ecstatic and this moment is very cute. This next wrestler actually collapses to the floor after his fight. When this happens, his opponent helps him to his feet and helps him walk away. This next team let this fan bat a ball and hit a home run, and his reaction is completely priceless. Thanks for watching, guys. This video took forever to make, so a like would be appreciated, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.